Welcome to another episode, Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. We got another awesome guest for you today. We have LinkedIn trainer, LinkedIn consultant, LinkedIn strategist, coach, LinkedIn profile makeovers, and founder CEO of Gracie Ruth Media,
Mm.
Gracie Ruth Melendez. Welcome to
Yeah.
the show.
Hi, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I appreciate you for doing it. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I have been in business since 2015,
Mhm.
and it has been a learning experience, and I really enjoy doing this because I get to help entrepreneurs, business coaches, accountants to find their ideal client by optimizing their profile. So when I see that their profile updated and they're connecting with the right people and they're engaging, it is um I'm kind of molding them so they can speak to their ideal client, and it's such a rewarding
Mhm.
um, job for me, and I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Okay, have a few basic questions to ask about your awesome journey. First question being, what led you to this path?
Okay. Well, I was in real estate prior to opening my business. I was in real estate for many, many years, and that was a rewarding experience and journey at the same time.
Mhm.
But there was a time when that I needed something new. I needed something that will make me happy because the bottom line for me is to be happy and help others. So in 2014, I took Marie Forleo's B School to find out, what exactly do I want to do? 'Cause I wanted to do an online business, but at the time, I wanted to do a million things, so I needed to focus on one. So her course was amazing. It helped me to narrow down to what I really wanted, and then I took a mastermind class also with uh, another great person, and she directed me to social media manager school, and
Okay.
that's where I learned everything about social media. So that was a few weeks of training, learning,
Mhm.
and also learning as you go.
Mhm.
So at the beginning of my business, I was doing Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram,
Okay.
Twitter, everything. And then in 20, and it was good, it was great.
Okay.
But I wanted to focus, I wanted to specialize in one platform so I can help. My bottom uh, objective is to help, to be of service,
Okay.
and help other entrepreneurs that perhaps they need help with optimizing, or guiding them,
Mhm.
leading them into the right directions. Because when you first go online, on an online business, or to have your business on social media, you don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
started like everybody else. We didn't know, this is a new learning journey.
Mhm.
So attending the social media manager school was amazing. It
Okay.
helped me discover new passions. I learned to create graphics. I learned to do video editing. I
Wow.
learned I learned a little bit of copywriting. I'm not
Okay.
a copywriter. I don't consider myself a professional
Okay.
copywriter. But that's something I learned, and so then in 2018, um, I asked God, what platform should I focus on? And with journaling and praying, and so I heard, not like I hear your voice or my voice. I heard a direction that focus on LinkedIn, and that's what I've been doing since 2018, connecting because I'm a connector. I like to connect people. I like to learn who
Okay.
they are, what they do, their journey. So that's what I've been doing, and I am enjoying it. It's an amazing experience and journey.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, what is Gracie Roof Media?
Gracie Ruth Media, Uh, small digital marketing agency where I help my clients with, optimizing their profile, creating content that speaks to their ideal client, and
Mhm.
that content is video editing, images, a little bit of copywriting, um, graphics. So it's a little bit of everything. It's a digital
Huh?
marketing agency.
Awesome. What has been the impact of it since you created it?
The impact,
Hmm.
well, the impact is that, my clients, they start knowing not too much about LinkedIn. They start with an idea of, well, I just want to be on social media, but I don't know, exactly what. So we focus on
Okay.
strategy. Okay, tell me about your business, tell me about your why, and then based on what they tell me, we come up with a strategy to oh, and also I ask them who is their ideal client. And sometimes we have to work more on the who is your ideal client, because they just say, oh, anybody, people. Yeah, yeah, there's tons of people in the world, but you need to
Yeah,
focus on,
gotta
right,
narrow it
right.
down.
Yeah,
Great
narrow
work.
down to, it's a man, it's a woman in this age, in this region, and they like this and they like that, and they have X, Y, and Z type of problem, and I solve this problem. So, and then we focus on strategy, which is another very important thing to do, because we cannot just throw stuff, content left and right with, like spaghetti, and it's not working.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Mm.
So what is a LinkedIn trainer?
LinkedIn trainer. I I again, my bottom line is to, or my objective is to teach people how to use LinkedIn. And a lot of people, some people think it's like Facebook, and it's not.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it's not.
no, it's a professional business network that it's open 24/7. So it's a networking event, but you have to act accordingly. Don't bring, oh, this is what I have for breakfast, like, like most people
Yeah.
do on Facebook or Instagram or any other platform. It's not TikTok either. So, but you have to
No,
make,
it ain't none of that.
right. But it's so I teach them the etiquette. I teach them how to connect with people. Because there's also another type of people, when they don't know, they don't know, they just go in and I want to sell X, Y, and Z product to 20 people, or to the first 50 people I find. And
Mhm.
no, that's not it. We have to focus on building relationships, getting to know people, and finding out about them. Be interested in them instead of, well, I'm the greatest and most best person in the world, and I have this product to sell you. Find out who they are and pay attention to um, what they like or what their business is, because you may also bring them referrals or connect them with your network. So it's
That's true.
that's what I do. I help them to connect, engage, and build relationships.
Yeah, because you got to figure out who's your market audience.
Right,
Taste our likes, dislikes, and
right,
you working on that spaghetti, as you were saying, to where they like Italian sausage and meatballs, and they're not everything. The
right,
goal is make some money, you know.
right.
'Cause
And also engaging in the right conversations, not just like, hey, I see you may I think you may like my product. Buy it right now. I always get those DMs, and I'm like, okay, how do you know me? You don't know me. You just came straight with your pitch. So slow
Yeah,
down and let's get to know each other.
I've been hearing people are doing that on LinkedIn. They just straight gung ho.
Yeah, yeah,
People,
but not everybody does that. Most people are, very nice. They try to, hey, what's your name? Where do you live? Or what do we have in common? Oh, okay, you like the X, Y, and Z football team, or you like the same type of music we like.
Mhm. Yeah, because I noticed God put me on this path to make my focal point finding awesome individuals to share their story, to
Yeah.
inspire others to find their purpose. You got to reach out, connect to people. And I'm a person of, I think look at me like, who is this guy? Stranger danger. What he want? Let me go to his page. Like, okay, he makes sense.
Right, right,
What's your podcast about? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I want help. Like, okay. So I understand they're gonna look at who is he? What do you want? I'll be
right, right. And because they like you, they trust you, they're gonna remember you. They're gonna say, "Oh, yes, I know someone who can work with Jeffrey, or
Mhm.
someone who may help Jeffrey in X, Y, and Z, or may help you connect with, you know, like a CEO that you've been looking for, or you know."
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So so it's definitely helped me learn how to communicate more because it sounds weird. I'm a musician. All the stuff I do is more outgoing, but I could be an introvert to myself. But doing this, I have to engage people to get the guests to share the story. And I have a tagline where we treat you like family so you can feel comfortable in a cool conversational environment to talk about your career journey. That-
Right, right. You have a great idea, great uh, passion to help, to highlight people.
yeah, because I didn't want to do it at first, but God kept saying, no, this is the approach. Like, okay. I got to talk to people, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm also an introvert, so sometimes it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, Gracie, man, you so woo-wee. I was kind of loving that. I got an anchor app, audio, cool. Then, well, if I want people to watch it, you got live stream. Like, oh man, we gotta. Your audience is saying we need to go to a different route, so we got to figure out this and get in front of people. Like, oh my goodness, this is terrifying. But
Right,
you gotta do the work. That's why I pray before I start and make sure I'm in the right mind, right energy.
right, right. Your first time is always the most challenging one.
Yeah.
Uh, Prior to live streaming, my very first video that I did, that I show my face, that I was ready to share a message, was in
Mhm.
2012,
Okay.
and I was talking about weight loss. It took me it took me 2 hours to create a 1 minute video because I was so nervous. And
I
you know,
feel it.
it wasn't a live show. It was just me in front of my cell phone, and but that's normal. So after your first one, then you're like, okay, I feel comfortable. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like the audio show now, and I make sure I get the guest the choice where you want to do an audio interview or live stream.
Mm,
And if someone say, well, what do you prefer? Like, well, might as well show your face because the goal is to market you. You
right,
know, so let's do live stream.
right,
Get you out there, and
right.
it's not bad so far.
Yes,
Getting more comfortable. I
yes.
actually want to start using my Instagram live and start doing something on there. I'm gonna try that after I do this and edit and post this. And that seems a little like but you got to be on it, Jeff. You got to get on your Instagram live, get on your clubhouse. You got to get on the grind. So
Yes,
jump
yes.
in the ocean and do it.
Yeah, yeah. And once you do it, you feel like, okay, this is like, like normal, part of the normal everyday business life.
Yeah, this is really kind of feeling normal. Like, wow, you actually bought a light to brighten up my area and all that stuff. Like, wow, this is really happening now.
Yeah,
An
yeah,
idea no more, Jeff. This
yeah,
people want to be a guest now. Like, wow, you creating a demand. God is good.
yeah.
Okay, just keep figuring out getting better with it.
Right.
All right, next question. I saw your LinkedIn. You are a conservator.
Oh, yes, I'm a conservator for my uncle who is 102 years old now.
Awesome.
Yes. And 10 years ago, on January 6th,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he had a car accident.
Oh no.
And that he was driving at 94, so he was like a little bit of, that
Mm-hmm.
threw him off mentally. So he went into a panic, and then he was diagnosed with dementia.
Oh.
And so since he doesn't have kids of his own, somebody needed to step up and help him out, making decisions, medical decisions, financial decisions, and all that. And that was a roller coaster learning experience, because I had no idea what conservator, that when someone has a mental breakdown slash dementia, and I had no idea what that was like.
Hmm.
So he attempted suicide, and we rushed him to the hospital, and they asked me, do you know if he takes drugs? And no, no. Do you know if he takes alcohol? No, no, no. I mean, I had no idea what happened to him. This
Hmm.
this was a new thing for me. So they from the from the hospital, they sent him to a mental unit, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is worse than I thought. I thought it was, I don't know, I just thought he just had a panic, like, oh, he had a car accident, he's
Hmm.
an elderly person, he was just panic.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that he was diagnosed with dementia. So it's not like, oh, you have fever, go home and take an aspirin. It's a whole,
Oh no, that's a whole lot more going on.
right. So
Right.
um somebody needed to take over
Hmm.
as his guardian. So, and it's not like, yeah, I want to be his guardian, you just take over. You have to fill out a lot of paperwork, go to court, and present your case. He's
Hmm.
diagnosed with dementia. Now you need to they need to see if you are the right person to take care of him. So it was
Hmm.
a 2012 was a challenging year, and by April 2012, he was admitted into a nursing home,
Okay.
where they help him a lot with medication. And
Okay.
first God was the first physician who took care of him, and then medication, and then the care of the nursing home, because they all love him. They all make him feel like he's their, like their uncle, their grandfather,
Mhm. That's good.
and all that combination, and me going, a family going uh,
Hmm.
to
Check.
visit and spend time with him, and just enjoying a visit. So eventually I mean, maybe like 2013, he was getting better and better, and
That's
And
good.
now he's 102. He still has dementia. He still has the diagnosed dementia, but he's very well mentally. He knows current events. He recognizes people. He talks like you and me, normal. And so he recently turned 102, and he was very happy. And he was saying, "Could you check your calculator? Are you sure it's 102?"
Yeah, you got too much knowledge. You got to pass some of that down. Seen a lot of stuff at 102, man. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he has seen a lot.
Absolutely. Like I see now with LinkedIn, it is really taking off more where you see more like videos and shows, all the different titles you can get, like you have from really working on your craft. I
Mm.
didn't know they had strategists
Yeah.
or a consultant. I'm like, okay. And a profile makeover. How does that impact someone trying to get noticed better with your help?
Oh, what with my help, some people have a generic headline. The banner is the kind of grayish color.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's prime real estate that you could use to highlight your tagline or highlight your business, or if you wrote a book, it's like a billboard. So
Oh,
use it as a billboard, and it's free. So might as well use it effectively.
yeah.
and and then the next thing is your profile picture. You want a picture that shows the real you. Some people, they take a picture in the dark with their cell phone, and that's not really showing who you really are, the essence of you as a real person. And we all start doing that, because back when I started my LinkedIn account, it was 2012, and I took a picture with my cell phone, and I really love the way I look there. So
Okay.
I thought, oh, this is a great picture. But it turns out that the quality, it
Okay.
wasn't there. So it was a little bit pixelated. So it didn't look like the way I look.
I got you.
And then when somebody told me, oh, your picture is pixelated, I was like, what? No way.
Let me check into this.
Yeah, so now I have a professional profile picture that was taken by a branding photographer, Renee Farias.
Okay.
And now I look, like myself,
Yeah,
telling
you
my,
got the video one. Ah, that's new. How they do that one now?
oh yeah, that's another feature that LinkedIn gave us on using the your mobile app.
Okay.
You go to your profile, and then there's an area where you click on the little pencil to edit,
Mm-hmm.
and then it gives you a chance to create a 10-second video. And you could say, hello, my name is, or you could give a little message, welcome to visit, you know
Oh
I'm
wow.
looking forward to get to know you. And that's a 10-second, I think it's 10 seconds or 30 seconds, very small
That's up.
amount of
Take
time.
time.
Yeah.
Let
So
get a
you
haircut first. Get sweeter.
right.
Do
So
it.
right. So people get to see you, how you say hello. They get to hear your voice. And all the objective is to so people can know you, like you, and know, like, and trust. So you can build those very strong factors, the know, like, and trust factors. And so the next thing is your headline. And some people, and I don't blame them. Sometimes we don't know, and what we don't know, how can we get better at it? But it should say who you help, how you help people. And it's not like, oh, I'm a manager of X, Y, and Z company making $1 million a year. That you know that's good, but that's not who people, they're not searching for. When they go on the search in,
Mm-hmm.
on LinkedIn, they're not searching for someone who's making $1 million.
Nah.
They're searching for someone who's
No, no,
going to
no.
help them solve a problem. Like, let's say I'm looking for a tax accountant. I'm going to look for someone who has these specialties in tax accounting, not someone who's making $1 million a year or more. And the way I tell people is like, when you go to the pharmacy, you're not going
Mm-hmm.
to look for, let's say you're looking for an aspirin or Tylenol. But
Mm-hmm.
let's say you don't know aspirin or Tylenol. You're
Okay.
not you're not going to the pharmacy looking for a medicine that people spend 10 years in research, that people spend $1 million on the marketing. You're looking for a specific uh, medicine or pill that's going to help you solve a problem, a headache, a minor headache, or minor muscle aches. So the same thing. If you're looking for a dentist, you're not going to look for the dentist that got the best awards in, I don't know, in the dental association. You're going to look for someone who is going to help you solve your problem, maybe gum disease or uh, root canals, whatever it is, but you want a specialty. So that's how your headline should say, I help X, Y, and Z type of people solve ABC type of problem. And if that's attractive enough, if that's what you're looking for, you say, yes, click and find out more about this person.
Okay.
Mm.
That's pretty awesome because you got a little comfortable for a minute talking about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, you got a story to tell.
right.
Yeah, but you got a great point. That is a lot of free real estate on how to market yourself more. Because people need to, if you want them to spend money with you or do business with you, they need to have some familiarity with you.
Right.
I remember when I believe John Maxwell came to my business class years ago and gave us like an hour and a half of awesome what he would teach Fortune 500 CEOs.
Mm.
And I was amazed that the values my mom and grandparents and godparents always talked about: the company you keep, what church you go to, who you hang around, you got good character. Was a lot of stuff he was saying that he was teaching people running multi-million or billion-dollar companies. Like, this is how you make sure you grow the brand, because
Mm.
those basic things still matter.
Right. Yes.
And I'm like, wow, this is,
A strong foundation. Yes.
and it's amazing. So, what do you have going on with you of late now?
Been working on putting a workshop to get together so I can launch it in March to
Okay.
teach people how to use LinkedIn effectively and effectively as a business tool, effectively to connect with people in the human level, not like a robot, not like automation and just send it to a robot and human in the human level to talk to people to um, be yourself and connect. So and hold their hand to guide them how to use LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just learning since I've got back to using that. It does a lot of stuff. If you're really trying to work on your business, be entrepreneur, or find a job,
Oh
yeah,
yes,
you
it's
can
a
find one
tool.
or get it cracking if you know how to use it right.
Right, right.
And the
Yeah,
right stuff on, I know it's at the top. A lot of people, even on your top part, has like specific what you do, and I guess little words after explaining quickly about it.
yeah, yeah. Because like I said, you're gonna look for someone who's gonna help you solve a problem. So you wanna solve a problem,
Hmm.
you tell them what kind of problem you solve, and they're gonna find you. If you use keywords, they're gonna find you in the search. That's why it's important to have specifically. I help X, Y, and Z people to solve
Okay.
X, Y, and Z problem. So when they're looking for whatever it is, a dentist or an
Hmm.
accountant or a real estate agent or broker or loan broker, they know who, it's going to show up in the search.
Yeah, I've actually learned that the hashtags are important as well because
Yes.
certain ones can be related to you. So if they look it up, you will pop up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I still got a lot more to learn because you like a Jedi with all the titles you have, what you're doing. Now, you ever thought about writing a book?
Writing a book?
Hmm.
Well, that's something that I've been wanting to do, but I haven't haven't paid attention to it. Um, but maybe in the near future I will.
And it's got the author vibe, like might be a book over there. She could
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking sometimes I think about writing a book but not like how to use LinkedIn and more like how to connect with people. 'Cause that's something that find that it's not people are not doing. They
write.
attend, yeah, they attend networking events. Like last year, I held a lot of networking events virtually online over Zoom,
Okay.
and I collected the emails so they get, and then I share with each other so they can connect, meet outside the networking event, meet outside
Hmm.
meet one on one, and find out who they are and how you can help each other, maybe work together
Hmm.
on projects or something. But I find a little bit strange that people are not following up. So if I ever write a book, it's going to be about, what happens after the networking event. You need to follow up.
That's a great book.
Mm,
You're right. If you do get all those business cards, are you reaching out to them, or if you are doing writing workshops or something like that, and y'all all are writers getting together, do y'all try to create a group somewhere where y'all always in contact working on, well, you got jobs out here for this or over here, let's meet up again next week or something, or every
right,
other week. So that would be
right. Yeah, that'll be great. And you know what? I don't know about other networking groups, but BNI, do you know BNI is Business Networking International?
mm,
They meet in different parts of all over United States. It's a networking group,
okay,
and there's only one accountant, only one insurance person, only one realtor, one person per industry. And
okay,
what they emphasize is to meet outside that meeting, meet one on one, so you can get to know each other.
okay,
And then once you know, oh, Susie does X, Y, and Z, and then when you find her type of client, you're going to say, I'm going to connect Susie with John so they
mhm,
can work together on a project, or she can help him, or vice versa. And you can grow your network at the same time. So the same thing with LinkedIn. Meet one on one, find out who they are, who's their ideal client, and connect them. And again, you're building the know, like, and trust factors, growing your network, and eventually, these connections, these meaningful connections, become your ID, become your client.
absolutely.
Mm,
That's
right,
great advice right there.
right, without even pushing a sale.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta give out some good stuff and then bring them in.
Right,
But then they really trust you and like, okay, I want to do business with this person.
right, yeah.
Besides the workshop, anything else you have going on you want to promote?
uh the workshop, I'm working on my website. Is in the process of being updated and optimized. So that's coming up in March.
Okay, it's big
And
money.
just connecting with growing my network, building meaningful connections. And I'm also it's not in the calendar yet, the date, but I'm gonna be hosting a LinkedIn virtual online. So we, again, to network
Okay,
and bring people together.
yep.
And this time I'm going to, I don't know, go the extra mile so I can get people to follow up. That's my emphasis, follow up. The the,
You do it.
the key is in the follow up. And when I say follow up, it's not like follow up with the sale. Follow up with, hey, that was nice. That was a nice event. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of people probably think I ain't trying to. It ain't about the money. You got to build the relationship.
yes, the relationship. Hey, that was a nice event. I was so happy to meet you. So tell me about your business. Oh, I do X, Y, and Z. Oh, okay, great. And just, connect and talk to people. And that's a good practice for us introverts, because sometimes we're like, oh, I don't know if I should talk. But after you get acquainted with the people you hang around, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna talk to Susie and John and whoever else was there. And then it's so nice when people recognize you
Mhm.
uh at face-to-face physical events, or when they see you online, they say, hey, Susie, good to see you here, and let's catch up again. So
Mhm.
that's such a nice rewarding feeling. That's how I feel when people say, "Hey, let's talk again. Let's meet again."
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm definitely looking at this is neat. I need to be this more everywhere because what I do pretty much is a brand that is more catered to include some interaction with people. So I can't
Right.
be I'm to myself. Don't look at me.
Oh, no, no,
Can't
no.
do that no more. Them days God like no, nobody. You want this to grow. You're interacting cool dude. You gotta be that dude. You can't keep him locked in the house and go outside on him. Can't do
Yeah,
that no more. You gotta be, hey, how you doing?
right,
And after playing, I'm definitely gonna be on getting active on my stuff later, so I can really get back used to making this normal. That I'm always getting on, because the more if I want it to grow globally, I do have to get myself out there more to be on my platforms,
right,
not just posting something.
right, right.
Start building that connection better.
Right, because if you can post all day long, but if your posts are not speaking to your ideal client, then no one is going to say, "Hey, I'm gonna contact Jeffrey and ask them,
Right.
or find out what he's doing, or learn more about his business, or they're like, okay, next."
You hilarious. Like, oh, this guy, whatever.
Right, right.
Okay. Last question. What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Okay. Don't overthink your purpose. Don't overthink it because if you overthink, you get stuck in the overthinking. It's like you're in a hamster wheel. You're never gonna get to through that. Okay, don't overthink it. Ask God for direction and dream big and have faith that God is going to lead you into the right, to the right path, the right clients, the right people to come into your life and business.
That's amazing advice.
Mm.
I know
And
whoever hear that
the
definitely gonna,
right people also, hanging with the right people.
yeah, people that's going to try to do better themselves or encourage you. You know, you need to be working on so and so instead of just bull jabbing around, not just doing nothing.
Right,
Work on this. Why ain't you working on it?
right.
See those
You know,
people.
yes, that the speaking of the building meaningful connections,
Hmm.
through a client of mine, I met um, Tisha Hammond. Tisha
He's awesome.
Hammond, Tisha Hammond introduced you to me,
Yep.
and Tisha Hammond referred me to another friend of mine who's also my client,
Okay.
Trina Paul, and then Tisha created her book, and Tisha was also my client. I created the intro video that she has on her live show,
Okay.
and then I got her book, and this is another book
Okay. Yeah.
that
And
that
devoted
is the daily devotional for entrepreneurs. This is another amazing book that I recommend if you're an an entrepreneur, either new entrepreneur or seasoned entrepreneur, because it's you it's a daily devotional. It's your daily time with God to hear, to connect with God, and to ask for direction. Because
yeah.
a lot of times, we could be making the wrong decisions. We could be turning left instead of right, or just going the rabbit hole, or who knows what. Yeah,
Rabbit hole. Absolutely. That's awesome.
yeah, because you may follow they call it a shiny object,
Uh huh.
and then before you know, you're like, oh my gosh, but I wasn't. My intention was not to go this way. I wanted to go this other way. So I highly recommend her book. It's a really great book.
Yep. Go to her profile.
Yes.
She did 84 week
Yes, that's
as
amazing.
well. I believe all the videos will be on there.
Yes.
Awesome
So,
information.
yeah, so going back to the meaningful relationships,
Mhm.
one person introduced me to her. She introduced me to Trina. She also introduced you to me. So it's growing, and we're all in the same. Uh,
I'm bad for not mentioning it. Good save.
yes. So we're all in the same path of getting to know people, finding the right people, and building meaningful connections.
That's true. Because I mean, I remember, and I know I say it a lot on my show, and I'm gonna keep saying it. After I interviewed her, she like, "You got some here because you're giving a platform to entrepreneurs or people with an entrepreneurial spirit. You can have a show every day." I'm like, "What you talking about?"
Yeah.
know a lot of people. I'm like, I'm not knocking you because you got like Jordan like stats, so I believe you. But every day, I don't know. Then she gave me a list of people to connect with. Well, okay, let's do a little something. And I'm like, I am so humbled by. I'm averaging like 4 to 5 shows a week now.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yes, I rebooted my podcast last
Good
March,
for you.
and I'm at the end of season 4 with a few more episodes coming up. I'm like,
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
yeah, she was a godsend, man. All of you are. The fact that you want to do it and share your stories, truly humble and thankful by it.
Oh, I'm humble and honored that you invited me. This is so awesome.
Yeah, you enjoyed yourself.
Yes, great experience.
Cool conversation, all about you.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
now
goal.
I feel even more humbled, all talking about me.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta market you, because your journey, whoever listens to this episode, wherever they are in their journey to finding their purpose, might be that push to, I'm gonna try.
Right. And encourage people that, there is a way. Yes, there is a way in an entrepreneurial journey. It's not an easy, straight one line. You go up and down, left and right. But if
Times,
you,
so,
yes, if you are, asking God for direction, meeting the right people,
mhm,
doing the right procedures, like connecting with people, building conversations, and mm, con- building meaningful connections, you'll be on the right way.
that's true.
You'll reach your goal.
That is true. So I definitely appreciate you for sharing your story and being an awesome guest.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a I can download the audio to Anchor and put the episode out and then repackage it. Got a title for it, and then I'm gonna text you a copy of it.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I do like that about StreamYard. So before I used to have to hit record, like it gotta be another way. I'm like, oh, I could download it and just add it. Oh, this technology is amazing.
Oh,
I just
yes.
gotta write the whole
Yes.
description of the episode now, call it good, and just
Yeah.
send it out. Like, okay, let's get it. It's,
Yes. Technology is amazing. Not like like with this pandemic, when everything was shut down and everybody was at home. Sure, we have the internet. We still connected. We still
yep.
reach out to people that we know. We
Mhm.
connected with new people, and but we were not, like totally isolated.
No,
We know that there's Zoom and we can connect and we can talk and share ideas. And but if it was back in, I don't know, the 50s, 70s, when there was no internet, I think that would have been even a little bit more difficult.
the way they were back then, and you had to stay 6 feet. They probably would have all came outside and just got a chair and interacted 6 feet apart.
Yeah, yeah, they will find
They were more of a
another way.
community back then.
Yeah, but the reason I'm saying this is because with today's technology, we can connect with people in Australia, in New Zealand, in any part of the world, and still be connected. So that's why I really love today's technology.
Yes, me too. It is. It's incredible what we can do with it now, and people need to check on their people because this been a trying 2 years.
Oh yes,
You
yes.
So just check in on them. How you doing? You all right? How your mental health? Because grad getting my degree in 2020 when it first jumped off, I teach her every night. We had class with how y'all feeling. Some
Mm.
people be like, I'm so terrified. Will I be next? Like, no.
No,
God
no.
is real, right? Whatever you call them, you good.
Yeah,
You gotta believe that though. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, yeah. This ain't revelation. I ain't seen none of the stuff they're saying they're supposed to jump off. So we'll get past this, relax.
right,
We can't graduate, but we gotta get that piece of paper. We gotta
right,
get so
right.
screw this pandemic. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
we gotta get to the next part. We gotta keep moving.
Right, right. Have faith, keep moving, keep going.
And people got more reassured, like, yeah, well, let's get it. I don't care about no snowman is standing out there. I'm getting this piece of paper. I've come too far.
Yeah. So you finally graduated, right?
Yep, August 2020.
Oh, congratulations. That's such a great accomplishment.
It ain't never easy for me, Gracie. I graduated in 96. We had a extended school year. We got out in July. I graduated 2020, get a pandemic. Like, why can't I be like everybody else? Walk across stage, have a party, pop some bottles. No, a whole different ball game. Like, okay, that's just my story. It ain't gonna be easy for me.
Oh,
So
well,
I get the chance for the party. But it's
well, the party could be some other time. But
yeah,
the thing is that you reach your goal, you got your degree,
that's
and you
true.
made it. That's what counts.
That is right. I look at it every day like, yep, you can do anything because it took you 23 years, but you got it.
Yes,
That's the championship. Ain't
yes,
nothing I can do.
yes. Good for you. Happy for you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank LinkedIn trainer, LinkedIn consultant. I'm gonna get it right. Gotta give you love. LinkedIn strategist, coach, LinkedIn profile makeovers, and founder CEO of Gracie Ruth Media. Gracie Ruth Melendez for joining the show, sharing her story, and giving inspiring information for someone trying to find their purpose.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Jeffrey, I thank you so very much for inviting me, for having me here, and this was a fabulous experience. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Let everybody know. All right. In the broadcast. Till next time, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Valentine's. Whoever you root for in Super Bowl, hopefully they win.
Yeah.